Welcome back to some more Link's Awakening DX. Last time we went through Angler Tunnel and got the flippers. This time we're going to use the flippers to explore. And we can meet Manbo. He looks pretty badass. Manbo's song, I'll get ready for this generational banger. Fucking awesome. And we got the most useful of the three songs, which is not saying much. Well, I'm not sure. So what this song does, we're not going to use it right away. But what this song does is if you play it in the overworld, you get warped to. Actually, you know what? Let's just use it right now. Here's what happens if you play it in the overworld. You get warped to this random pond, which effectively just behaves as an extra fast travel spot, which is, I suppose it's convenient. Also convenient because it plops us right here where I would like to show something. Oh hey, look, we have a ghost following us as well. That's kind of crazy. Anyway, when I was a kid, I was pretty dumb and I didn't realize that she says she's gonna sell you something, but I didn't realize you have to speak to her again for her to actually sell it. You're such a chicken. Suck my balls. If you keep speaking to her, then there's a chance that she will lower the price, I believe, which is what I'm gonna do. Yeah, call me a chicken again, I don't care. I don't remember if it's random every time you speak to her, or random, like, you have to leave and come back in and speak to her again, I don't know. Oh, I'm not giving you no 42 rupees. Harlot. You're such a chicken. You're such a bitch. Let's see, one more time. Give me your sale. No, screw you. I believe there's like a random chance when you speak to her that she will just have the price and will offer it for 21 rupees instead. But the thing that she's selling, we don't care that much about, because we can get it later, spoiler alert. Also, I hope you don't get annoyed by the sound this ghost makes, because every single time we enter a new room, he's going to be doing it. Alright, so... let's see. I'm not quite sure where this ghost wants us to go first. I feel like there's somebody you can talk to and they tell you what the purpose of the ghost is. Or it talks to you at some point, I don't remember. But first thing we're gonna do is come down here. But yeah, I suppose something else I can show here is there is actually a seashell we can get here. Now that we have the flippers. Come over here, and there's this bush that we can hit and get a seashell out of, and you have to hit it from the top, because if you hit it from any other direction, it will just fly into the water and disappear. See, we're at 16 now. Pretty good. And you know what? We haven't seen any of these yet, so I might as well show it while I have lost some health, and we still haven't bombed this wall. It's a fairy fountain, and if you're not at full health, you can come in here, and, well, you just get a full heal. And I want to say there are 4 of these throughout the game. One of them is in the forest at the beginning. One of them is right here. I want to say one of them is in Animal Village or very close, and the last one is somewhere up in the mountains, but it's pretty late in the game. And it's so out of the way that I guess it's supposed to serve as more of like a pick-me-up as you're traveling through the mountains near the end of the game. Okay, here we go. Here's where we wanted to go. Don't worry, this obnoxious ghost will not be following us for much longer. Head on through this tunnel one more time. Get annoyed by Parasect one more time, my lord. First of all, come down here now. And have that Zora try to shoot us, but we can finally get the seashell that's been taunting us on this island for a while. Get the hell out of my way. Wait. That's right, we can head back over to this abandoned house that we saw here before. Enter my house. Damn, bitch, you live like this? I like that we're covering up the text box as well, by the way. And now we have to backtrack all the way to the cemetery again, but I suppose that's what this song is useful for. Actually, you know what? No, we'll hold off on that. There's still something we can see over here. That's right, you can see me run into a hole like a dumbass, again. I hope you haven't gotten tired of that yet. Okay. Can finally see what's going on over here. Oh shit. I think you're intended to have the boost to get over here, but with a well-timed jump, you can clear this gap. Yeah, there you go. I don't think there's anything else in the grass, but now that we can swim, we can see what's down here. Which, for now, I am pretty sure it's just a whole bunch of nothing. Oh, no, I remember what's here. You can get over here and access one of these shrines again. And you know what? Yeah, actually, I wasted a whole bunch of time by coming here. I forgot. We're going to want to get the bow first, so we can get the bow upgraded. Because we don't care about upgrading the magic powder capacity. That's pretty useless, so let's just quickly head back on over to the graveyard. Alright, now we can finally figure out what the point of this grave over here is. And yeah, if you couldn't guess, it is this ghost's grave. Now this annoying little bastard won't be annoying us anymore. I'm not sure if you're required to bring the ghost back to the grave. I honestly don't remember. Thanks, Owl. Also, if you approach the grave after returning the ghost, you can get another picture. This is a quite nice one as well, by the way. Hey, Moth Space, what are you doing here? Was very afraid. Nah, I'm chill. And oh, look at that. He comes out of his grave for the picture. It goes fucking hard. Anyway, now, if we waste a whole bunch of time by backtracking, yet again, we can go all the way back down to that house we were just at for yet another secret. Alright, finally, backtracked all the way back to this house, and all that for another seashell. Yeah, that seashell does not actually exist here until you put the ghost back in his grave, which is kind of amusing. So now we're at 18. We only need 2 more, and in fact, we can actually go get one of those 2 right now if we, you guessed it, do some more backtracking, and then put, you know, the bracelet in the wrong slot in our inventory. The good thing, though, is that this house is right next to the bay where we're supposed to be going for the next dungeon anyway. Which means we can actually go for a swim over here. Although most of the water around here does not have much of significance in it. As you can see right there, there's our next dungeon, but we will be ignoring that for now, because I don't care. For now... Ooh, hey, baby. A very important necklace. Of course, everybody knows the piece of trivia from this game where in the original Japanese, it's not a necklace, it's her bikini top, which means you can go under the water and look at her, you know, oh, Hamana Hamana, that's so epic. I'm sorry, that was extremely cringy. Anyway, let's see, yeah, now let's just head all the way back up here. And, actually, we actually want to stay in the water. I think we want to stay in the water here. We can swim up towards the castle. Are we near the castle? Yeah, okay. And I believe there's a certain spot in the water we want to start swimming. Yeah, it's up here. This is going to take a while. This is honestly probably one of the most obscure secrets in the game, if you ask me, just from how obnoxious it is to find and how unreasonable. Maybe not unreasonable, I don't know. Is there anything here? No. There's a very similar spot in one of the Oracle's games, I think, where you can go underwater, but not in this one. Anyway, just keep slowly trudging through the water. And if you swim underwater somewhere around here, you get another heart piece. I have no idea how the hell you were supposed to know this is here, other than see all the water in the moat and just get curious and go, I wonder what happens if I swim around here. But hey, we got another heart container out of it. Nice. We're at... How many are we at now? We're at 9. Pretty sweet deal. So now I think... my head is getting a little foggy, but I think... Now... Oh, there's actually, while we're up here, there's actually a piece of heart we forgot to get. So let's quickly go get that. So you should be able to swim on down here. Yeah, and there's this cave entrance right here. You can go inside and swim and get a piece of heart. And for some reason we, like, our sprite, like, flickered blue for a second there. I'm not sure what that was about, but whatever. And, well, we can't do anything else over here yet. Yeah, we're at 18 seashells still. I don't know if we have access to any other seashells at this exact second, but I think it's finally time to stop messing around and finally go to the next dungeon. I don't think there's anything left to do at this point. Any side stuff. Oh wait, yes, there actually is. There actually is. Can wander all the way to the top left part of the map, and we can continue the trade side quest. In fact, we should be able to finish it very shortly here. Despite the fact that we're only about halfway through the game, you can finish the entire trade quest, like, surprisingly early on if you know what you're doing. And the thing you get in return is, pretty ridiculous. Now let's head back through the swamp again. Been a minute since we've been here. Although there shouldn't be anything, like, new here, considering, you know, we don't have Bow Wow and we've already done everything we need to over here. Oh, you son of a bitch. Get out of my way. We're gonna have to take the long way around, aren't we? Yup. I forgot. If you can't... For some reason you need Bow Wow or another specific item that we don't have to get rid of the flowers, and otherwise your only option is to just take the long way around. So, time to backtrack through the forest yet again. Okay, I am stupid. I thought we needed to go to the northwest part of the map, but no, I'm dumb. We actually needed to go all the way back to Animal Village, where we can go into one of these houses. I don't remember which one. I think it's this one? Yeah, we want to talk to this lady. A request to make of you. Now we have to go to the northwest of the map so we can trade in this letter. I'm not quite sure why she needs me to exchange letters when she had a carrier pigeon inside of her house, but whatever. Anyway, let's warp on over there. Okay, now let's go to this dude's house and give him the letter. I'm pretty sure Mr. Wright was supposed to look like a guy from, like, SimCity or something. Look at that. He's getting fucking catfished by a goat. There's broom. Fine. Okay. This guy's pigeon is orange for some reason. Cool. Anyway, do you know what we have to do this time? Yup, that's right. We get to backtrack again. Oh boy. Alright, before we turn in that broom, let's make a quick pit stop, because we never actually ended up buying the bow, so let's quickly turn it in. Only 980 rupees. Great. Well, there goes all of our money, but we also don't actually need money for anything for the entire rest of the game, so it's not a huge deal. She's actually down here. There's something strange about this old lady. You give her the broom, and at some point in the story's progression, she actually moves over to the animal village. And you have to give her the broom there instead. I don't actually remember what it was that you were supposed to do. I don't remember what the trigger was to get her to move over there. Anyway, we are almost done with the trade quest now, and that's how we're gonna end off this episode, is by finishing it up pretty quickly here. So, one last round of backtracking as we head all the way over to the bay again. Alright, we made it back to the bay. The spot we have to go to might not be immediately obvious. We have to go to this bridge here, and then go underwater. There we go. We're also going to need to equip the feather here to actually be able to jump out of the water and talk to this guy. Another fisherman. You had better let me have it. Oh, am I scared of you? Keep your eyes open and watch a pro at work. It's a big one. I guess the context of this is a lot goofier in the Japanese when you consider this is supposed to be, you know, like a bikini top and not a necklace. I guess it explains, you know, your excitement upon finding it, because nobody gives a shit about necklaces. I don't even know what I'm saying, but anyway, we're almost done with this trade quest. We got 1 or 2 more trades to do, so now let's go give her necklace back. And hey, look at that, we got a scale. And I always thought it looked more like a folding paper fan instead of a scale, but whatever. There she goes. I did always think the mermaid character in this game was very cute. All the graphics in this game and characters are very appealing looking, of course. I am a big fan of the Game Boy Color aesthetic, I suppose. You're not gonna come out of the water? Well, I guess she'll come out at some other point. When you go back there, you can see her, like, sitting on the rock. It's quite nice. Anyway, one last trade. Again, I always found it so surprising that by the time you've cleared 4 dungeons, you're able to finish the trade quest, when it feels like it was supposed to go for much more of the game. Oh, that was the right house. The mermaid scale. I don't know why this guy is, like, French. Should go finish the mermaid statue for me. Oh, wait, I just remembered. We're actually not going to be able to finish it. You do need to at least have the dungeon item from the 5th dungeon. I completely forgot until now. But we can at least go see where it is we're going to want to be next. And then we can fucking electrocute ourselves on Wobbuffet, my god. Yeah, we need to get over here. And we're going to need the item from the 6th dungeon, the 5th dungeon, even, to be able to cross that gap, so... Unfortunately, that is going to have to be where we end this episode off, so... Next time, we're actually going to go to the 5th dungeon, and I will see you then.